YouTube. How we all doing, man? Hey, how we all doing, bro? Um, Today we have a video to watch. All right, what happened to these rappers' sidekicks? Oh my gosh, my eyes. We're gonna react to that. Oh my god, I'm tearing up. Oh my god, y'all see that? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Bro, I always put lotion around my eyes. Like, oh my gosh, bro. Bro, he's burning. Before the video starts, make sure y'all follow the Twitch. It's on screen. Uh, like and subscribe. All that bullshit, man. And yeah, man, we're gonna get this video started, man. But I need to wash my eyes first. All right. Before the video starts, go show this guy support. The da Domikowski. Yeah, Domikowski. Show me support type shit. All right, we're gonna get the video started, man.
Many rappers become good friends in the early stages of their careers in hopes of making it to stardom together, where they will build off each other's energy and style, grinding it out in the underground, following their dreams of one day becoming renowned artists. However, this idea of both of them making it big never comes to fruition, as one artist always gets a brighter spotlight on them, which results in the less popular artist always being left in the shadows, eventually no longer wanting to be associated with their close friend. But after these sidekicks leave the partnership, what happens to them? Do they completely fall off as they are not working with the bigger artist anymore? Do they continue to build and pave their own way to the top of the industry? And could building a collaborative partnership with another artist be a deadly career move? Lil Peep and Lil
I don't
Tracy
know,
were
man.
seen as one of the most iconic duos coming out of the late 2010 SoundCloud scene. With songs like White Tee, Your Favorite Dress, and Castles, the two had immense influence on the upcoming generation, as they themselves played a big part in bringing emo rap into the mainstream. However, due to shady management, abuse
Yep.
of substances, and even jealousy, the two slowly drifted apart, leading up to Lil Peep's death in the December of 2019. And since then, to
R.I.P.
many
man.
fans, it seemed like Lil Tracy hasn't been the same since, and no one could figure out why. So how did Lil Peep and Lil Tracy blow up together? What was the truth behind their falling out? And where is Lil Tracy today? In 2016, Lil Tracy was part of the group called Thrax House, which eventually turned to the Goth Boy Clique later on. Tracy first heard
All
of
right.
Peep after he was released from jail in 2016. While Tracy was locked up, Peep recorded the song Beat It, where in one of the lines he said, "Free young bruh, Lil Tracy ho." After he got out, his friends would tell him some dude said to free him in a song. The two would then first make contact through Twitter, where they exchanged some kind messages to each other. Eventually down the line, the producer Nedarb would bring the two together. On the first day the two met, they would record and shoot a video to the song White Tee, which marked the beginning of their partnership.
I met up with him for the first time at his house, and we barely even spoke 2 words, but we made a song, and it was White Tee, and then we made the video like the hour after that. It was all hella natural. Everything we did was easy.
After this, Lil Peep would join the emo rap collective Goth Boy Clique, which included artists and producers such as Tracy, Wicker, Cold Heart, and Corsehead. Tracy and Peep would become very close friends and would go on to release collaborative projects such as Castles and Castles 2, which became underground classics. Their songs would be charting on Billboard, quickly putting them as the hottest artists within the emo rap scene at the time. But they were more than just a duo on the music side of things. They were real life best friends who were inseparable. Lil Peep's mother even spoke upon how close the two were in Peep's Everybody's Everything documentary.
Call me, Mama, my phone's about to die, the card isn't working. And I say every time, are you with anybody? And it was always, yeah, Tracy. So there was always this Tracy who was always with him. And I thought, okay, thank goodness for Tracy. Tracy's at least sticking by my son.
Now to fans, everything
Alright.
looked great. The two were very close friends and they were making big
Alright,
moves.
man.
However, things weren't how they seemed behind the scenes. Now, as I stated before, in 2017, the two were blown up, but Peep was a lot bigger than Tracy, causing him to become jealous. Tracy would speak about this in an interview on No Jumper, 1 month before Peep's passing.
Yikes.
When did things start to go wrong between the Lil Peep / Lil Tracy best friends forever relationship that you guys had for a while?
Me, I just can't be like a shadow. It was just weird. Like, he was the only one that was signed, and it just started getting real corny. You feel me? Like, all the new fans, they just didn't know the history.
As you can see from that clip, Tracy was afraid of constantly being in Peep's shadow and basically becoming known as his sidekick, which seriously irritated Tracy. And to him, it seemed like he grinded all these years just for people to know him as Peep's best friend. This sidekick treatment can be clearly seen in scenarios such as when Pitchfork wrote a review of the collaborative song White Wine, where Tracy was only mentioned once throughout the entire article, even though Tracy had arguably the hardest verse and definitely had the most memorable lines. Tracy would further elaborate in the interview I showed previously and explain how he was upset at Peep and how he never spoke upon the situation of him being in his shadow.
But okay, so do you feel like Peep did anything fucked up, or you just pissed off about sort of the way that the public was regarding it because they were, you know, it's always that way.
I mean, he never tried to like clear the subject. Like he just never said nothing about it. He just took it all and just.
When you get in a position where you have a voice and you don't speak,
Yeah, he didn't use his voice. He just.
you know what I'm saying? You call us your brothers.
So in general, it was just mostly wanting to escape Peep's shadow, which is honestly understandable. Imagine putting years of work into your artistry just to be known to the public as a dude who's friends with Lil Peep. This is very similar to the situation with Ski Mask and X, which I actually made a video on, where Ski said himself he had to separate from X so he can become his own artist. Sorry to interrupt the video, but if you guys are enjoying so far, I'd appreciate it.
And guess what? It worked.
If you could subscribe, I'm trying
Crazy,
to get to
man.
20k ASAP. Also like and comment. Thank you. Let's get back into the video. One specific scenario where Tracy went in on Peep was after the Awful Things music video was released, where he only had about 5 seconds of screen time, even though he was a feature on the song. He would express his feelings in an interview with No Jumper, where he stated that Peep was in the position where he could have told them to change it. Tracy would also put out a series of very angry tweets, which read, "F Lil Peep, take down any song with me on it." He would tweet a link of the song saying, "This flipping awful as fuck." He would then share some DMs with Peep, where Peep said, "You're my favorite human. Every situation I get into, I ask myself, what would Tracy do? It's how I stay true to myself. You're my big brother. I will always love you." Which Tracy replied with, "You ain't on shit, fella. I should whoop your ass. Awful, my dude." So from that, we can clearly
What
see
the
he
fuck
was
was that?
instigating the beef. And honestly, Tracy was just kind of acting like a bit of a child. Tracy would further explain in an interview how he felt that he was treated differently because of his race, where he stated, "I felt like race had something to do with it, and the type of music we were doing. Even to this day, I know for a fact to some kids, I'm the only other black person that might ever really F with music-wise." There was a point where people would mention that I am black every day. Now, without being stereotypical, the people that were tuning in were predominantly depressed white kids. I mean, especially as Peep has a huge fan base in Europe, their demographic was very one-sided, which could have affected who got the spotlight in their partnership, as majority of fans could relate to Peep more. But to fans, the situation seemed weird, as on Peep's side, he still seemed very kind to Tracy, as even after those tweets where Tracy was saying some pretty awful things, haha, get it because the song was called Awful Things, Peep still made an IG post celebrating Tracy's birthday with the caption, "Happy B-Day Lil Tracy the legend, you've been through so much and I will always love you no matter what." Now personally, from the research that I've done into Tracy, it seemed very odd to me that he was upset that he wasn't getting as much recognition as Peep, as he once stated in an interview,
My thing is, I really don't care about like them getting fame.
So why is it now that Peep is getting way bigger than him and way more famous now that he's starting to be bothered by the fame? Now of course, as we know, Peep would eventually pass in the December of 2019, which of course broke the heart of Lil Tracy, many friends, family and millions of fans. After the sudden loss of his best friend, Lil Tracy was seriously upset, especially with him knowing that they didn't end on good terms. Shortly after his passing, he would break down at a show, attempting to perform one of their biggest songs, Switchblade, which obviously hurt a lot, especially with the fact that Tracy even asked Peep if he could pull up to his tour, where he was rejected and told no. But Peep's passing would also send Tracy into a spiral of anger, which is when he started to put his emotions onto other rappers and even his own fans. He would call out the likes of X, Uzi and Yachty in a tweet saying, "I really don't give an F what happened. I know for a fact people like XXX, Uzi, Yachty, straight eating. We know Pete for how long, when the F you ever heard them say his name till now. Whack as F, and I'm willing to fight and die for them words. Like, I'm ugly as F, but XXXTentacion, you are short and buff as fuck. You look like you fight kangaroos professionally." Yeah, that one was actually kind of funny. A year later, he would call out Juice WRLD after he made the song Legends in memory of X and Pete, where in the song he had bars like, "This time it was so unexpected, last time it was the drugs he was lacing," which Tracy took as Juice WRLD using their death for clout, in which he tweeted, "Yeah, I said it, F Juice WRLD. Leave Peep out your songs, goofy. You lame as F Juice WRLD, leave my bro name out your mouth." He would then explain on a live how members of Goth.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, he just sounds like an annoying little kid, like, writing those tweets, bro. Like, it just seems like he's just annoyed. Like he just seems like he's just like annoying, bro. Like I don't even know. Like when you write those tweets, bro. Like come on, bro. It's made to honor them, not fucking roast them. Like what?
Switched up
Bro.
after Peep's passing as
People
well.
like to take
Man,
things
when I fell out
a
with
bit
Peep,
serious.
everybody, man, fuck Tracy, man. Man. Oh, man. Then as soon as Peep died, oh, Tracy, we fuck with you. We fuck, you know what? Fuck all that shit, nigga. I'm Dolo Gang, man.
He would also put out a tweet where he said he was going to spray his fans down with a water gun and have a fun water fight with them, which resulted in the show getting shut down by the NYPD and having him placed in a psychiatric ward for 7 days.
Gun.
And 7 months after the incident with the NYPD, he would have a substance-induced heart attack, which he fortunately survived. But how did he do musically wise? After Pete passed, Tracy would have really promising success. A year after Pete's passing, he would release a single, Like a Farmer, featuring Lil Uzi Vert, and would even inspire the Billboard record-breaking track, Old Town Road. His last well-received project would be in 2019.
Wait, really?
The Billboard record-breaking track.
Wanna hop on Old Town Road yet? Bro, why did you tweet that? I was trying to get you on this song. Get me on it. Bro. Bro, what?
Old Town Road. His last well-received project would be in 2019 with his EP Anarchy, with the hit song Beautiful Nightmare, currently sitting on 80 million plays on Spotify. The project was very similar to the entire punk emo aesthetic he was running with Lil Peep, which is probably why he got such a mainstream appeal. However, after that project, his popularity really slowed down. He dropped Designer Talk in 2020 and Satin Child in 2022, but none of those really compared to the numbers he was pulling on Anarchy. His name dying out could have also been due to the fact that the entire emo rap wave kinda died. With the passings of the genre's biggest artists such as Juice, X and Peep, the majority of the artists slowly faded away with the genre. However, I doubt Tracy's bothered about that. He seemed like he's never wanted to go mainstream in the first place and enjoys doing his own thing within the underground. He recently started his own group called Vamp Boy Click, where they're just doing these big tours across Europe. He was also on Cole Bennett's lyrical Lemonade tape on the track Hello There, featuring Black Cray and Corbin. But that's about it for Tracy. He was never able to escape Peep's shadow like he wanted to, but for sure had a very successful music career and became an underground icon. Yeet and September's Rich were an iconic duo within the underground scene throughout 2021
Obviously,
and 2022.
September Rich.
With their Turban Trend, Fraudster Lifestyle, and hard-hitting rage beats, the two were about to make it big. But unfortunately for Sep, he was never looked at the same as Yeet. With his reckless thug antics and mid-music, pretty much from the day Yeet had some success, he was always seen as a sidekick. Yeet would always be the one dropping music and setting new waves, while Sep was the one getting posted for scamming and doing substances. However, Sep had actually played a big part in creating Yeet's image and helping him in the early stages of his career. So how did these two polar characters meet? What influence did he have over Yeet's career? And what happened to such an iconic duo? So first, some backstory. Before 2021, Yeet was a relatively normal white suburban kid SoundCloud rapper. However, if you're trying to appeal to the underground, you need to be rocking the Balenciaga tracks, skinny jeans, Louis Vuitton man bag, probably a pistol and a double cup. Well, this is where Sep came in, who, fun fact, used to formerly go by September Swiper. And as Sep had the money, the illegal methods, and the rapper image, they would eventually link up and would get straight to business. Firstly, they were broke SoundCloud rappers, so they started getting up to fraudulent activities, which they even rapped about. On Yeet's song War 1, he would say, I made 50 bands off this laptop. Then Sep, I just scammed a bunch of kids off the gram. Once they had the money, Yeet changed up his image, got tats, designer clothes, the Glock, and the double cup. Ultimately, going from a normal suburban kid to the street kind of image, all inspired by Sep. Sep would also let him crash out his apartment for a bit while he was on the come up, and would even let Yeet shoot the Oxy XY music video at his mansion. But the issue was, it seemed like Sep was more focused on getting rich from these illegal activities and living the lifestyle instead of actually making it big with the music stuff. So once Yeet started getting big in late 2021, he surpassed Sep and lapped him like 10 times. And now that Yeet was his bubbling rapper with hits such as Sorry About That, Money So Big and Get Busy, Sep was left in the shadows and started to become known as the guy Yeet does cool handshakes with and is always in the back of his music videos. Eventually Sep started becoming a crash out, making him a huge liability. He would be arrested multiple times, where he had to turn himself in, and Yeet had to drop 20k for Sep's lawyers. He would crash multiple cars, get addicted to substances, and would even get booed off stage at one of Yeet's shows after calling the crowd dead.
Right now, these niggas so fucking dead. Don't start that bullshit. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, nigga. Alright, man, watch this.
Now put it this way, Yeet is hot right now. Multiple viral TikTok songs, linking up with Drake, and has
TikTok
features from Gunna and
songs.
Thug, while his partner is on Instagram asking people to help him scam, flipping cars, sipping lean, and being put in jail. It wasn't a good look. Well, as Yeet was getting bigger, he started to separate himself from Sep, and the two were seen together less and less, until eventually the two weren't seen at all, and people really forgot about Sep. Well, this was until Yeet's girlfriend Simone started exposing him on Instagram, where first she posted a story which read, "Stealing your so-called
got a
friend's
girlfriend?
credit card and using it is insane, LMAO," which you can guess who that's about. A screenshot of a message from Simone would also be leaked, saying, "I hate how people are in my DM right now saying that he switched up on Sep, but the whole reality is that Sep was talking the whole time to all these people about Noah, when all Noah did was try to help him with music and try to help him be a better person. And he continued to be a friend to Noah and talk about him all the time, and talk about me behind our back to our own friends." She would further explain that, "Nothing bro says can affect me. He's a liar, drug addicted scammer, and a weirdo. He said so many weird lies, it's a trip." There was actually another instance of friction between Simon and Sep at Yeet's first performance. As Yeet was about to go on stage, Yeet, Sep, and Simone would be backstage. Well, Simone would be cheering him on like the loving and supporting girlfriend she is, while Sep was shaking his head at her, which was just odd. Surely you should be happy that bro's got his girl, he's about to go do his first performance. You know, Sep just seemed pissed off and angry. And it seemed like that was it. The two would no longer be seen together. I mean, Yeet would even release a snippet called Lurkin or Lil Crazy, which is a supposed diss at Sep. So where it's set now, without Yeet boosting his career.
That sounded
Well,
nice.
first, Sep was asked about Yeet in an interview with OGM recently, where he literally refused to say a word.
To the outside, everyone kind of, you know, we haven't really seen you guys together. What have you guys had like a little falling out?
Uh-huh.
All right, next question.
But music-wise, he's got a decent 400k monthly listeners, but 8 out of his 10 most popular songs are Yeet features, which of course doesn't look great. He also hasn't dropped an album or single on Spotify since 2022, which again is pretty much around the time him and Yeet was split. However, from interviews on his Instagram, he seems to be doing well for himself, and he seems to be looking healthy, which of course, you know, a lot of people get lost in this rap stuff and end up, you know, go to prison or dying from substances or just generally becoming addicts, and he may never outgrow Yeet's shadow, but at least it looks like he's doing good for himself. Lil Pump and Smoke Pump were one of the hottest rappers within the SoundCloud scene during 2017. With their addictive, heavy-hitting songs and reckless antics, they were loved by the youth and hated by the elderly.
I don't really care about them, I'm not gonna lie, bro.
To women. I bitch on. Please, you'd be lucky if you could get one.
However, it seemed like the music got repetitive and the publicity stunts started to look more and more desperate, which resulted in the two quickly losing their hype. But it would be Smoke Pump that took the heavier fall, as in the current day, he's holding on to a mere 1 million monthly listeners, performing in front of 20 people, and even falling out with Lil Pump. It's safe to say Smoke Pump fell off, but what happened? The Florida natives knew each other from the age of 9, where they both got into some rebellious antics, which resulted in both of them getting kicked out of different schools multiple times. And since school was off the list, the two would start rapping. Pump would start out making beats, which him and Pump would rap over. It would be in 2017 where they would probably take off. Pump had hits such as D-Rose, Gucci Gang, and Boss, which put him into the mainstream limelight. Smoke Pump would also be getting his fair share of attention during this time. He would release a song Audi, and it soon became his biggest song, with over 25 million plays on SoundCloud and 120 million streams on Spotify. He would then release his debut mixtape towards the end of 2017, with features from artists such as Travis Scott, Chief Keef, Lil Pump, and Yo Gotti. Overall, the album was well received by fans, and it seemed like Perp and Pump were really cementing themselves within the industry. With all this success, Travis Scott would see the potential Perp had, so he connected with him and got him in and around of his group. Travis would introduce Perp live on stage.
I want y'all niggas to be the loudest and welcome the newest member of the Cactus Jack motherfucking gang.
Smoke Perp, wow.
Everybody at this
Alright.
make some
I low-key forgot he was a Cactus Jack, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Give him a chain, a feature, and would be constantly seen with him, which is when the Smoke Perp signing to Cactus Jack rumors began. However, in 2017, well, that's when Perp would start getting into some stupid antics, which ultimately marks and began the beginning of his downfall. After the passing of Lil Peep in late 2017, the rapper Russ would come out on Twitter, explaining how abusing substances and glorifying it is wrong, which is then Perp responded with, "Shut the F up, you a bit..." and would make Russ's sister his Instagram profile picture. Well, that was a big mistake from Perp, but he wouldn't face the consequences till later on. 2018 will be another greatly successful year for the duo. They would both debut as XXL freshmen. Perp would release the collaborative tape Bless Yo Trap with Murder Beats, featuring artists such as Lil Yachty, Offset, and ASAP Ferg. Then Lil Pump, he was riding off the success from a self-titled mixtape released in 2017, peaking at an immense #3 spot on the Billboard 200. Lil Pump would then continue outshining Perp as he would release the hit single I Love It featuring Kanye West, debuting at #6 on the Billboard Hot 100. However, Perp did get writing credits on this song, surprisingly. He would then go on to state that he made $26 million in 3 months just from that song. Jesus Christ.
I don't need to make music, bro. I'm rich as fuck. Don't forget I wrote Kanye's biggest song, I Love It. I made $26 million in 3 months off of that song. So, yeah, he's asleep. I don't need to do
Holy ego. Holy shit, bro.
shit ever again.
Now remember that interaction with Russ he had? Well,
Man.
Russ would end up publicly embarrassing Perp
That
after releasing a
fucking
video
ego.
of him getting jumped at a festival by his goons, where they were playing with him, picking him up and down, throwing him around like he was an inflatable, which again
Holy
made
fucking
Perp the
ego.
laughingstock of the internet. And after this incident, well, this is when Perp's career would seriously start to tank. And in a Nardwuar interview in that year, he even foreshadowed his downfall.
Why should people care about Smoke Perp? Why should people care?
They shouldn't. I'm trash.
He would go on to release his debut studio album, Dead Star 2, which severely underperformed, debuting at the 137th spot on the Billboard 200. He even supposedly spent a whopping $2 million on recording the album, where he said he recorded over 800 songs for the project. The album was even supposed to have a Kanye West feature, but due to him cleaning up his image with the Christianity overhaul, the feature had to be scrapped. Around this time, it also come out that Smoke Perp had never actually signed to Cactus Jack, where a fan asked him in his Instagram comments, "You got dropped from Cactus Jack?" Where Smoke Perp replied with, "Nah, I went to Interscope Alamo." And then later down the line, in an interview with OGM, he would explain what his relationship with Travis Scott actually was.
Whatever happened with you being signed to Cactus Jack?
I was never really like signed to Cactus Jack on paper. It was just more on some like we was fucking with each other. Like it was like, you know what I'm saying, gang shit type shit.
2019 would also be the year of his
Alright,
appalling
man.
Tim Westwood freestyle, which gave many of us nightmares.
I'm a motherfucking boner. I got a motherfucking boner.
It was tragic. He even said after the
my
freestyle
gosh.
that he was now competing with Juice WRLD as they both did 1 hour long freestyles.
So what do you think about my freestyle?
Praise.
What do you think?
Relentless.
Okay.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Pressure.
Okay. So
The
Juice
joints-
WRLD, I just tied you. I just tied you for the 1 hour freestyle.
On and popping.
Well, first of all, Smoke Perps was only 40 minutes, and of course, well, he didn't compete with Juice WRLD at all. Didn't even come close. Now, if you think 2019 was a bad year for Perp, well, it gets worse, and he fell off even more. Smoke Perp would continue releasing music as he would drop his second studio album, Florida Jit, with features from Lil Pump, Jack Harlow, Young Nudy, and Rick Ross. But even with these big features, Smoke Perp
I
would
know
end up
that-
selling a shocking 5K
Yeah, this one sold double plastic, bro.
first week, going triple
Holy
cardboard,
shit.
which got him clowned on the internet. The most
Yeah,
recent
triple
and really
cardboard.
final straw in Perp's career is when he would be seen performing at a show in front of a maximum of 20 people, which honestly, if that happened to me, I don't even know what I'd do. I would have to disappear from the face of the earth. Like, he went from charting on Billboard, songs with Travis Scott, signing multi-million-dollar deals, to struggling to get more than 20 people in the crowd. And what's worse is that he decided to leave the show halfway through, refused to show up to the meet and greet, didn't take photos with fans, and went to the strip club after. I mean, like, come on. It's like he was purposely trying to sabotage his career and his image. And since then, well, he hasn't dropped an album for over 4 years, and any singles he has released struggled
Really?
to break over 40k streams. Him and Pump
Yeah,
definitely
bro.
fell off, but at least Pump still has a decent following and can pull decent numbers. But Perp, yeah, he's completely finished.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, the music speaks for itself, bro. I'm gonna say it again, the music speaks for itself, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. But that's the video, bro. Hey, hope y'all enjoyed. Y'all better give this video a like and subscribe, man. Hey, hope y'all enjoyed. We're still continuing this daily video upload streak, and yeah, we're never stopping. Peace out, man.